Hello. What's going on, Podbean? This is highly unusual. I am on Podbean now. I am on everywhere. Hello. There's my son who's always want to try to get involved some type of way. Okay. Hello, Podbean. I'm coming to you in a very strange part of the day, something that I don't never do, but I want to give a small preview for tomorrow's show, which is the big time show. Put that down. You ain't no noobs, huh? Hello. Hello, Facebook.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Periscope. Hello, Twitter. Hello, everywhere else. Listen, while you're here, tomorrow's show will be electrifying. That's all you need to know. Tomorrow's show will be electrifying. We got a lot to talk about on tomorrow concerning the win of the Dallas Cowboys.
And the Eagles.
Yes, against the Eagles.
We want to get the Eagles. They beat us before, but we get a rematch and we beat them. Kick them out.
We did beat the Eagles, and what we're trying to do
is play the championship and win our first championship of the season win.
Oh, so he's talking about the division championship, which is actually in view. So
MVP,
we will see.
MVP.
So you will see us on tomorrow with the big time show.
You know who's the best of all time? It's me, boy. I'm the better than that. My dad, he always win because why? Because he was super mad when I had 77, but I missed the last one. But he got the weight up, and I called a timeout, and I made the last out. So he's not better than me, and he have a rematch, but he's not gonna beat me in the town, boy. Let's see it.
As you can see, I've created somewhat of a monster over here. He is a very confident young man, which is what I like. I like that.
I'm not a young man. I'm a kid.
You heard that. He's a kid, he says. So what we want to do is try our best to.
Thank you saying that. Big time.
Yeah. Hello, Chai from. Hey, where are you from on Podbean? Listen, this is not the show. I'm just doing a little small preview for the Cowboy. For my podcast. The Big Time Show podcast will be tomorrow at 7:30 and 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And I will then talk about the victory that we had yesterday against Philadelphia. We got some things to talk about. Hey, Gleek, Belton Sports, how you doing, man? How y'all doing in your podcast? I follow you guys. How you doing? Tomorrow. Hey, man, how you feeling, man? Good to see you. I am going to do the preview. This is a preview for tomorrow. We got a lot to talk about. What the Cowboys won. My son is with me. I'm quite sure you can't see this, Gleveland. My son is with me. He's trying to dominate the microphone here. And he wants to talk. And I got everything going on Facebook and Periscope and YouTube going on right now, and he wants to look at himself.
You know who's the king of everything. You know who's the king. It's me. Because that is not a best basketball player. Sometimes he's better.
Yeah, you can hear him.
Sometimes he's not, because he is not a good basketball
Okay.
Keep hurting me, and I'm a good football player.
This is why.
I'm gonna destroy him.
This is why I need to do this when he's at school. But obviously, we are in the holiday season, and he's at home with me, so he wants to be a star. Also,
I'm a king too.
Exactly. Yeah. See.
Yeah. It's me. It's me. It's me. It's mine, boy.
Yeah. So I've instilled a lot of machoism, and he's developed his own confidence. As you can hear, forgive the noise that you're hearing, but also when you have a kid around, they love to play video games. So that's what you're hearing. And he thinks that he's actually in the stadium right now. That's why it's so loud. So, yes. Yeah. So, you see what I'm going through. But again, listen, 7:30 tomorrow night. I will go and talk about the game from last night and all of what it means because we won. There's a lot of interesting things. Oh, God. Merry Christmas, he says. All righty. Hi, Tony on Podbean. How you doing? This is just a preview. My son is here and he's taking over and being very funny. Hey, Mike, I see you on Facebook. Hey. Okay, get on, move out the way, son. Thank you. As y'all can see, I'm it's good. Tony, if you don't mind, and Gleeks, I'm sorry if I always Gilkey's Belton the Sports Show. This is a podcast that I follow. A good show. They talk about things that I don't talk about, hockey and things of that nature. But they're very interesting. If you don't mind, why don't you follow his show also? For you guys on here, let me know where you are from. I just like to know that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, man. We take care of each other we take care of each other, the family. We just trying to do Wisconsin. Hey, Tony from Wisconsin. Do you follow me, Tony, or you just clicked in and wanted to hear some cowboy talk? Do you follow me? Have you listened to any of my shows? I'm just wondering why you here. No, you have not. Tony, you ought to go back and listen to me and be very entertained because I'm kind of funny. I am a Cowboy fan. My podcast is pretty much, I got you, Tony.
And I'm a Cowboy fan too. My mama's a Cowboy fan.
So I, exactly. I'm a Cowboy fan, but I also am a minister. And if you look at my little catalog of everything that I have, I don't try to do a whole lot of preaching and stuff. I do kind of topics when it comes to religion. I'm an assistant pastor here in Memphis, Tennessee, but I really don't do this. This is kind of like a hobby for me, so I talk about sports primarily, and I talk about more than the Cowboys, obviously, but since it's football season, it's hot. Okay, you'll go Packers go. Of course, you're from Wisconsin, so I know you're very excited about your Green Bay Packers, and it looked like that any team that wants to try to get to the Super Bowl is going to have to come through Green Bay. And what we saw last night, it looks like that I don't think nobody want to come to Green Bay and that weather that y'all have there and come to see Aaron Rodgers. So I know you're very happy. But this is a Cowboy thing, so I know you're happy. I know you are. But you ought to check me out. Follow me if you can. Do you have a podcast, Tony, here? Every other sports team fans loving the Cowboys. Exactly. You do not. You just have Podbean on your phone. Okay. Well, why don't you follow my show and while you're at it? Oh, you do have a podcast. Okay. What is your podcast? I like to follow you and you do not. Okay. Let me stop talking because when you type, I'm seeing it. So let me just pause. Do you have a podcast? Because I see a lot of yeses and nos. Do you have a podcast? You said no. Okay. Well, why don't you follow these two that you see here? It's very interesting, and I promise you're gonna laugh if you come on mine. So there's a lot of stuff here. I'm just trying to be subdued right now. I'm listening. I'm watching also. Thank you so much, Tony. Am I saying Tony? Yeah, it's Tony. Thank you. I'm on Facebook and Periscope and um, YouTube right now also. So I'm clicking back and forth. I'm just telling you guys, you need to show up tomorrow night at 7:30 Central Time, where I will do the podcast. I'm actually a little shocked by what I've seen. I can't lie about it. I'm pleased, but I'm shocked. And that's part of what I'm going to talk about. The Cowboys are still alive, no matter the record, no matter what y'all say, no matter how you feel about it. The Cowboys are alive. We on. They're doing what they have to do to stay alive. Now all they have to do is just win, and they have done it. So next week is big, obviously. Then we play the waiting game to see what and Washington win. But there's some things in the game that I want to talk about specifically that I think it is worth talking about. And I hope, Tony, Tony, well, you know, you're going against a lot of history there, Tony. When you say the Green Bay Packers are America's team, you guys do have an incredible fan base. There's no question about that. I will give you that. Y'all do wherever the Green Bay goes. There are Packer fans everywhere. However, when you start talking about America's team, I believe that only two franchises, and you guys, in my opinion, are a distant third, maybe. I'm not gonna say a distance. I'm just gonna say you rank third. When you start talking about fan bases and franchises and I guess longevity, I think that the Cowboys and the Steelers are probably the leading two franchises as far as fan base goes. I really believe that. You talking about the Cowboys? Yeah, I agree. But you guys ain't too far behind now. But I believe the Steelers and the Cowboys are that. I misinterpreted what you're saying. I wasn't looking. I saw you say that you were talking about the Cowboys, which is, I think, is the truth. There's only three teams. I think the 49ers may be in that category slightly. I don't think they can match up to the Packers fan base, but they are everywhere too. Hey, I see you, LC. How you doing, man? But when it comes to America's team, because it's represented by the fan base, I believe it's the Cowboys, the Steelers, yes, the Packers, and probably the 49ers. And those four teams are universally across the country, are well represented everywhere. I just believe that Philadelphia, just like, no. Who else? Maybe, it would have to be one of the Giants. Maybe the Giants, I have a good fan base, just can't match up to those people. So, get ready for tomorrow, as I said before. Do you think the Chiefs are going to take it all? Growing up in Canada, Glick says, with the NFL and per se being the most popular, Steelers, Cowboys, Packers are the teams I knew as a kid. Exactly. The reason why, Glick, I don't know how old you are, but the reason why those teams are there because back in the day before the Sunday ticket and before the iPad and before all these devices that we can have that we can watch TV, when it was just regular television, the Steelers and the Cowboys primarily, and the 49ers pretty much came in after that. Those are the teams that you would see on your TVs primarily because they always put the the teams that were winning. I'm talking about from the 70s all the way up until the 90s. The 49ers, Steelers, and the Cowboys were, you pretty much could see them every week. Exactly. Steve 49, exactly, because they were winning. They was always on the West Coast. And they were the late game, no question. These are the teams that you always saw back in the day. To go back what you said, Tony, the Chiefs going to take it all. It won't, if they lose, it won't be because of their offense. If they lose, it'll be because of their defense. Their defense can be scored on. The question is, can you outscore Mahomes? And I don't think that there's not too many teams that can go head up with them. However, Tony, the Green Bay Packers, because of the quarterback y'all have, y'all can score with Kansas City. So then my question would be then, whose defense is better? And to be honest with you, just off the top of my head, I believe that the Chiefs are better only because they can pass rush. The Packers they're not really getting there, like they need to. Hey, LC, I see you say our defense stepped up yesterday. Yes, they did. They did step up, no question about it. I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow. The Cowboys defense, they stepped up big time. I got to give it to them. We'll talk about that more in depth on tomorrow. No question about it. So I appreciate you guys again. Tune in tomorrow, 7:30, right here. I'll be here on Podbean as I am now, live. I will be on Facebook Live. I will be on YouTube Live. I will be on Periscope Live. I appreciate you guys just checking me out here. And listen, if you're not live with me, there are ways, of course. Everybody's on Podbean. There's other ways that you can listen. You can listen to me on Google Podcasts. You can listen to me on Spotify, Pandora. You can check me out on Twitter. You can check me out on LinkedIn. You can catch me on Tumblr. So all of these ways you can catch me. If you're not going to catch me live, I don't know what time you guys go to bed or whatever. No, sir, Glitter. No. If you're on Facebook, if you have a Facebook account, why don't you look for me and search me out? My name is, I'm going to put it here on Podbean so you can see, because everybody else that is looking at me on, of course, Facebook, they already know who I am. I'm putting this here. If you have a Facebook account, you can see me. Find that. There it is. Find that on Facebook, or find that on Facebook and do, of course, a friend request, and we can become friends on Facebook. There you go. All you got to do is find that. And if you want to choose, you can see me live, do the show, or whatever, but find me. The reason why I told you that, Gilk, is because until I started Podbean, and once my son he started doing, I used to call my show the Cowboy Report, and I was just having fun. And my son was with me probably from 2 years old. You really couldn't understand what he was saying, but he had the timing perfectly. Like, he'll let me talk, and then I'll say, "Okay, your turn." And he'll just start talking. Of course, you couldn't understand what he was saying, but he understood. And he would take his time. All of that is on my Facebook page. Of course, you got to go back and all that kind of stuff, and you'll see that. Oh, he put on the show. It got to the point, man. Oh, it was definitely awesome. You would have to, hey, what's up, Kevin? I see you, man. You had to go back and just watch that. It was a thrill for me. He just wanted to say what he had to say. I used to call it the kitty land portion of my of my little small little show that I was doing. So if you want, I guarantee you're gonna get a laugh out of it. People didn't want to hear me no more. They wanted to hear my son. So and you'll see him if you go back to that. But I appreciate you guys. What's up, Kel? Kel, I'm just doing a little preview of the show for tomorrow. Just trying to pump it up tomorrow at 7:30. I will be live here on Podbean, etc. Everywhere you go. Some people are already kind of trying to push me to talk about the game. I don't even want to do it right now, but I was impressed. I will say that. I was impressed. I was shocked and impressed. Let me say that. I was shocked and impressed by the way that we played. I'll just leave it at that. And no matter what, I say it again. The Cowboys are alive. Didn't expect it, but they are alive. They are not dead. There's a lot of confidence that is being gained week by week. And they're playing their best football, no doubt. They're playing their best football, and as the old saying goes, they're playing at they're playing their best football at the right time. So I'll just say that exactly, Kevin. They started slow, but they're finishing the right way. They are. They're playing. And they're playing good football. I get into that tomorrow. I get into that tomorrow. I could say something, but I'm just gonna save it to tomorrow. Okay. I can't do the show now because I didn't want to try to do it now. I was just trying to pump it up. But I got a lot of people on there. That happens. Kids steal the spotlight every time. Exactly, Tony. Thank you, Tony. I agree. I'm on Podbean now for those that are watching me on Facebook and everywhere else. I got a couple great people that are with me, just hanging with me on Podbean and Gilkey's Belton Sports Show. Listen, if you want to listen to a good podcast, I follow him, their show. You need to go to Podbean and follow their show. For those that are listening on Facebook and Periscope and YouTube, go follow his show. It is Gilkey, Gilke, Beltner, Beldner Sports Show. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, Gilkey, or I believe I'm right. Gilkey's Beltner Sports Show. He has a good show also. One of the Podbean family. Glenn and Mike mashed together. That's the two gentlemen that be on their show. They have a real good podcast show. They're very entertaining. They'll teach you something about sports that you don't know about. They talk about hockey. They talk about everything. They talk about football also. You need to follow them. They're part of my podcast family here on Podbean. Good guys. You enjoy the show. So you guys, who else is on here? Kevin says, LC says we still need an offensive coordinator. LC, you're absolutely right. Oh yeah, I'm saving for tomorrow. You're actually right, LC, but on today, to be honest with you, you'll have a lot of pushback concerning what's the boy name? I'm sorry, Kellen Moore. You'll get some pushback on that today, because there are a lot of people that kind of sliding back with their comments about Kellen Moore. Will I do it tomorrow or will I give him credit? Interesting. We'll see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow. Will I give him credit tomorrow? Okay. And there's a few questions. Will I really give the Dallas Cowboys credit tomorrow as a fan? I think I'm going to answer that question now. Yes, I will. I will give them credit. The inside stuff is what I'm talking about. Will I give Ezekiel Elliott credit for yesterday? Will I give Andy Dalton credit for yesterday?
And he always and my dad
What'd you say, son?
My dad always liked to on the college team. He always liked the yellow M to win. What is that?
As you can hear, Glig and Tony, my son, wants to get involved again, as usual. This is the price that you pay for going live with a 6-year-old. They want to be a star too. You see, you know that they want a spotlight on Broadway too. So they know that's how it go. It is what it is. Will I give these people credit tomorrow? Will I display hope tomorrow? These are the questions that is being asked. Will I take some words back that I have said before? Will I jump on? Will I really be cheerleading for the Washington Redskins to lose after we play Sunday? Do I believe that we're going to beat the Giants on Sunday? These are the floating questions that are floating around with me. Thank you, Tony. Yes, Ryan. Exactly, yeah.
We're not gonna beat the Giants.
My son have already put out and said that we are not going to beat the Giants. Usually, in another year, that would automatically put him up for adoption. But in this year here, the unknown is the unknown. We're not going to beat the Chiefs. Okay.
We're never gonna beat the Chiefs.
We're not going to beat the Chiefs. Okay.
We are gonna beat the bad teams.
Yeah, hot take, exactly. My son is just giving us the hot take for the day. He's already put out and said that we will not beat the Giants. Will I agree with him on tomorrow night? Will I? These are the questions that some people really want to know. So tune in again tomorrow night, 7:30. We're gonna have some fun. I will be foolish tomorrow. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that to you as a precursor. I will be in rare form on tomorrow. Right now I'm subdued. Look, what'd you say, son?
When the big time show day is gonna come, I'm gonna join. This gonna be me on the big time show, no doubt.
You gonna be my special guest on the big time show tomorrow?
Yes.
Wow. Well, if he shows up tomorrow, you already know what time it's gonna be. It's gonna be some foolishness tomorrow. That's all I got to say. Get ready for the Big Time Show podcast. Oh my God! Will I ever end this?
You know why I can do the big time show, but you the one who can do the dance.
I'm the one that can do the dance. Okay. All right. I didn't do no music, so let me do my music, son, because I ain't giving the music today. Tony, since you just listening to me, when you hear this music here, first thing you need to do is just get ready. That's the first thing. Second thing you need to do as a member of the Big Time Show podcast, I need you to start bobbing your shoulders, bobbing your head a little bit. I need you to clap your hands if you feel. We're going to smooth you out before we make you laugh and everything else. I'm trying to get to it, but he won't let me. Listen.
You get excited and
yeah.
you get ready to do your big time show.
Yeah.
And get our pup in the business. Let's go.
All right, so there it is. So he told you to get excited. Tony, when you hear this, Glip, turn it down. Push pause. When you hear that, woo! Come on, Tony. Welcome to the podcast, Tony. Come on with me. You feeling that, Tony? Facebook. Y'all know what it is. That's my little opening, Tony. Woo! All right. Tony, this is my opening, just in case you don't know what it is. Come on, son, let's say it. This is the Big Time Show. Woo! Yeah. We'll see you tomorrow night.